Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome to Let's Play Ace Attorney Justice for All. In the last episode, we were working on the trial, the first part of the trial of this case, and we spoke to this guy here, Ben the ventriloquist. And we were able to find out some information, the fact that he supposedly saw Max heading to the crime scene that night, even though it was freaking cold outside. And now we know that it's because he was out there waiting for his lovely Regina because he wanted to propose to her. Ugh. So let's talk about this creepy as hell situation. I don't even want to, but we gotta. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Bruh, you lying. You are going to propose. You, a puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. No! Judge, no! 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 Stop! Game! Come on! Really? I can't anymore. Why? My brain's just like, what the hell? I didn't even know he said this. I totally forgot about this. What the hell? Exactly. His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Exactly. He old enough to be her grandpa. You stop that. Okay, Mr. Wright. Please continue with your examination. Aw, did you hear that? His sigh seemed a little wistful. Oh my gosh. Judge, stop. Stop. Oh, why are we surrounded by freaks and pedophiles in this game? Ugh. Okay. Alright, so he was gonna propose to Regina. Excuse me, something to give her. Let's press this first before we do what I think we're gonna have to do. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Oh my gosh, how shocking. An engagement ring. Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. They're sitting? I mean, she looks like she's standing, so... Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Franziska's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. Girl, don't blame me. It's him. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. Why? I don't... Yeah, why would I even... I don't want to push on. I don't want to. Do I have to? The fact that this popped up. Oh my god. Phoenix, don't die. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human being. Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short. That was not worth it, Phoenix. What? I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring, I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. Why do you keep ragging on that? Okay, he planned on giving an engagement ring to Regina. Okay. An engagement ring. Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's going to love it. It's just a ring.
What's the matter, Nick?
Well, there's got to be something I can catch him on. Yeah, okay. Kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose. Okay, I know what it is. Also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. Wasn't able to give it to her. I still got it in my pocket. Are you sure about that? Let me question you one more time. So you are still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give out that easily.
I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus.
Probably way more than he deserves.
How about it, Nick?
I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony.
That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck.
Uh-oh, the judge has that dazed look again. Maybe he should get out more. Okay, so we're set. Still got it. Yeah. No, you don't. We have this right here. Trilo, do you mind if I show you something? What? Oh, it's Ben. What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Ah! That's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Ah! It explode. What is going on here? That's... Man, say something! Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank vault? Ha! That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Really? Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey in every sense of the word. Oh, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time. You know, that night. The night of the crime.
What did you just say?
Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Uh-oh. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Uh-oh. That darn monkey. Oh, yo! Oh! Money saved the day, because at least he, helped Regina a little. Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilo Quist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Well, yeah, Ben clearly doesn't exercise enough, but neither does Phoenix, since he was huffing and puffing after our 2 flights of stairs. Ben's testimony has a flaw. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction! The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. There you go.
Interesting, Mr. Wright.
Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
Yeah. Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ha! I've told you so many times, you'd think you'd know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more.
Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah.
'Cause Mia taught you well. There we go. Witnessing Max. I'll give you that I was waiting for that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactico at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max.
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him?
How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about... Let me punch this fool a little bit while I'm talking, you know.
I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Come on, yo guys. We gotta figure this out, please. We're so close. Okay, but he was waiting for Regina. I saw Max. Showed up after I've been waiting there. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge. Why did you say good evening to the guy who is your rival and that you hate his guts? I mean, that's really polite of you. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. There's got to be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Of course.
Ben's half of the comedy act? No. Trilo's evening greeting. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers?
Are you ever cordial? I doubt it.
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand.
Ow! That hurt!
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world. But I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I can give it a shot.
The witness will resume his testimony.
Bluffing? Wait, what am I supposed to... I don't want to click on the symbols thing because it's going to piss me off. I don't know which one I have to... Do I have to press again? Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with the chorus. Everyone together now. Silk hat. Roses. Yeah, okay. I skipped a cloak, but... Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere.
I agree, but do we have the proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to have something that will prove useful.
Alright, time to go to work. Okay, so I guess I do have to object with an evidence there. All I can think of is this. Please work. Yes! Yes, it worked! Okay, I was worried. Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Ah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery?
Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on that day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There is absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. We're not talking about Ben, we're talking about his split personality right there in the puppet. There is no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Gwah!
Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at this crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
He saw a different person. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it.
Ugh.
What in the world? You...
Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trilo saw that evening then?
Gladly. We are going to show profile. Who else was it that went there? The victim, of course. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person he would greet.
It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute.
You haven't even met her. What? No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you've got a point there.
He's so adorable. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry.
Ugh.
The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct?
Ugh.
We got you, Mr. Puppet. Puppet liar. Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Okay.
Order! Order! How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Oh, excuse me, was it Maximilian Galactica or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's three symbols. Three symbols.
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now. Ow!
Thank goodness. Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. He's thinking about it. Oh my god, a silk hat and a cloak. I'm getting some fast forward vibes right now. Oh my gosh. Magician. Oh my gosh, of course. Sorry. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's three symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Why did you not think of that? Why?
Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw...
Oh, I said it like her.
The witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort,
But...
who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Huh? You forgot about Mo, didn't you?
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and is evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Dang it. Are we at a to be continued, please?
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess.
Yes.
During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess.
Thank goodness. To be continued at the perfect time. Woo! I got it. Okay. That was a lot of work, man. That was a lot of work. So, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And in the next episode, something special's gonna happen. Finally happen. Okay. All right. So, until next time, have a nice day.